Could you pass them down, please? Thank you very much. The word or the characteristic for this week. Write it down, please. Really? Kindness? We don't know what kindness. Anybody want to take a shot at what kindness means? Treating each other with respect. Come on, throw them out. Let me hear. Let me hear. Open discussion. Compliments. Anybody else? Yes. Being nice. Being nice. Okay. Well, in Islam, kindness is a very important part of a Muslim's identity. It's an important part of our faith. And one of the sayings of the Prophet ﷺ is, the believers in their love, mercy, and kindness to one another are like one body. So everybody here, with your kindness and your mercy toward each other, you act like you should be like one body. If any part of this body is hurt, then the whole body hurts. The whole body hurts. Everybody's been sick in here before, right? Anybody been hurt or injured? All right. So even if you cut your nails down too low, that one finger being hurt, it kind of affects your whole body, your whole mood, right? So just think of that in terms of being kind. Let's see. So the linguistic definition. The linguistic definition. Yes, you have a question. It's definitely being generous. In fact, that's what Kareem means, generous. Kareem means generous. So now, you all have Arabic names that have a meaning.
I do.
What you should do. Yep. What you should do is this. You need to find out what your names mean. You need to find out what your names mean. Does anybody know what their name means? Yes. What does your name mean? You know what your name means? Yes. What does it mean?
Generous.
Generous. You know what your name means? Huh? The praised one. Okay. Now, you should know what your name means, and you should try to be that kind of person. You can be generous. You can be generous. You understand that? Allah is Al-Karim. If I came in here and I gave everybody all of the candy, cake, and things that you all love, I would be generous. I'd be acting Kareem. I wouldn't be Al-Karim, like the most generous or the generous, but I would be showing that characteristic. All right? So, linguistic definition. It's to be high-minded, like you're always thinking, to be high-minded. To be generous or liberal. So write this down, because this is to be high-minded. High-minded. Where it says linguistic definition? Liberal means like you like to give more than what's needed. That is the linguistic definition. Like if you looked it up in the dictionary, that's what linguistic means. You look it up in the dictionary, these are the words that would be used to describe that root, or the word kareem, or the root which is karama. Ka-ra-mean. Karama. The Sharia definition, what it means in Islam, is giving freely without expecting anything in return. So, who could think of something that you can do without expecting anything in return? Doing something for your mother. Giving those to candy, yes. Helping poor people, okay. All those are excellent. And there are ways of giving without expecting things in return. In fact, this is kind of going to be the assignment. But I'm going to give you a list of some things that you can probably do to show this. And every time you do something like this, I want you to write it down. I want the day, and I want the action, okay? There are a few ayah from the Quran where He says to the Prophet ﷺ that it's a great mercy from him that he is kind to people. Because if the Prophet was mean or hard-hearted, if he was harsh with people, they would have turned away. The verse in the Quran is in Surah Al-Imran, and it's Ayah 159, where Allah says, "O Messenger, it's a mercy of Allah that you are gentle and kind towards your Sahaba, because if you would have been hard and treated them harshly, they would have turned away, and Islam wouldn't have grown." Islam spreads and grows by how we treat people. Everybody got that? O Messenger, it's a mercy from Allah that you are gentle and kind. If you were harsh-hearted, they would have turned away from you. Yes?
Do you have to write all of that?
No, just like write the first word. Of course, write all of it, yeah. Write it how you understand it. Why am I saying that? Because this is not a tafsir class, number one. This is really just to give you guys an idea of what the ayah means. An idea, so that you understand how to give freely, how to be generous, or why you should be generous. For a long time, I've noticed that our youth are getting more, or they're increasingly getting less cultured, or their Islamic identity is weaning and needy. They don't have the characteristics or the mannerisms that it's going to take when they become adults to take this ummah to the next level. And so I felt like just going back to the basics in terms of manners. As we know, the Prophet ﷺ was sent to perfect our character. So if we can go back to emulating some of his characteristics, and we're hoping that, inshallah, through this workshop, that it'll make the kids much better and productive members of society.